Right. This is why I do the exercises. One is enough. Every day. Yes. This is an oak I planted 7 years ago. Oh look, it's got an oak apple on it already. The wasps lay their eggs, and that's how they used to make ink gall ink. The monks would go and mix them with iron and create a black ink. And that's why I'm growing this oak. Come in.
Oh, that's a voyage. Oh. And but explain it to me.
No, you've explained it.
Okay.
It is nothing more than what it is. It does not represent any object apart from itself. None of these drawings, none of my work does. This one is mushroom ink I made from the common ink cap mushroom that grows in the garden. It has a smell. Oh, it's very rich. Oh, this one's interesting. I find this one quite... I call this one, it has a title. I call it My Journey to Tanzania. At age 3, we drove in a car from Pietermaritzburg in South Africa through all the countries up to Tanzania, which took a few weeks, 3,000 miles in 1963. I do feel this all this work is trying to figure out all these places I lived up until the age 10. 1 minute we're in Durban, South Africa, the next minute we're in Tanzania, next minute we're in Yorkshire, then we're in Scotland, then we're in Cumbria. That was a loch that we lived next to in 1972 when I was 11.
In Scotland?
Yes, you know the loch, and it was near Greenock, and suddenly we found ourselves living there. I was like, why are we here, Daddy? They're all examining the same theme, aren't they, really? Who am I? Where am I? Why am I? I just suddenly remember doing speaking in the same way that I speak now. The same questions and the same weird kind of abstract drawings at age 10. Silly, sort of slightly removed from reality because it seemed so absurd anyway. So you're in a school in Scotland at age 10 that you didn't ask to be in, with a load of Scottish kids who are very rough. And if you're lucky, you can connect with one person and kind of go, isn't it weird? What an absurd situation we're in. When I was younger, I was more introverted and wasn't able to be myself. And that was the source of a lot of, anxiety and that sort of noradrenaline rushing all the time. And then you can't relax up until the age of, 20 something, 25 or something. And then it sort of tailed off. So I've no idea what this is going to be. There's something about losing control, isn't it? Well, it's how much of our lives are controlled, and when you see from a different vantage point, we are like ants somewhat. So there's a certain random pattern. I'm interested in that the idea that we're sort of random, but we have this illusion that we're sort of everything's sort of that through language we sort of analyze everything and sort of control it.
Do you feel you get lost sometimes, and how does it feel?
Permanently lost. Permanently, isn't it? Isn't everybody? Who am I? Where am I? Why am I? But this is the ideal place to work because you can talk to the staff and they can't get away. Aisha heard that. It's a good thing though, that's the good thing about cafes.
What is it that you like about this cafe?
They're very friendly, the people who work here, and they seem genuinely to like to have arty things going on. And also they're both artists. One's an actor and the other does art, as you can see, makes beautiful pottery and stuff. It's got a nice vibe and you can kind of come and hang out.
Do you remember how we first met in this coffee shop?
Was it in here? Outside, wasn't it? Yeah, it was, yeah. Because we weren't allowed to come in. It was this time last, during lockdown, yeah. And you were making too many jokes.
I'm so sorry about it.
What? Tell me about it, he says. I said, who is that person? He's making jokes. You mustn't in this day and age. It is not allowed. We must be serious. We have serious problems. It's a human need, isn't it, to sort of interact with people, form bonds and relationships. How about you?
I like to surround myself with artists and musicians and poets.
Yes.
And I was maybe I'm filling some kind of void, or maybe I'm just exploring a side of me that would otherwise be dormant. What do you see in me?
No, you cannot ask that.
Of course.
Only somebody who's interested in me, the narcissist in me. It's a human thing, isn't it? Somebody's interested in you, you become interested in them. But ultimately I'm alone. Alone.
But you seem to be fine with that.
Yeah.
Overall, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Because we all are. I don't get the whole nuclear family thing, it seems a bit odd.
In my profession, academia, there's let's say only a limited amount of craziness allowed.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of structure and discipline.
Yes.
And goal orientation.
Yes.
Right?
But that's really interesting because the thing about art being valueless and seemingly a practice that's pointless. It's like playing, isn't it? In a way, serious playing. People take it seriously who do it. And I did get to know a lot of people at art college and became comfortable by the end. And somebody said, it's not the art that we like, it's you. Your art's fucking shite, but we really like you as a person. So there's something very deep in there about life, I think, that to look for acceptance or validation as a human. But we do art. People look at it and decorative splish splash mishmash of postmodern, blah blah blah. Imagine that there's something there.
It's meaningful to you, so.
Yes.
Right? And it's meaningful to me too,
because you know me.
Exactly.
And it reflects upon you. No, you reflect upon it. Both.
So much reflection.
I know. Too much reflection, not enough action. I don't know what I'm doing.
You've done it many years.
Yeah. Franz Kafka said, I'm privileged to be lost. That's why I'm an artist, or something like that. Or that freedom, that's why artists are free. Something like that. Because they're lost. Very profound.
Oh man. Yeah, there's this theme of being lost and finding yourself. Finding Simon.
Ah. Ooh.